Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another one today. I think this is BYOP number 21 and I cannot believe that. I'm so excited and I really do look forward to building my own palette every month. Today's palette is going to be a pick-me-up palette. So if you want to see my palette swatches and a look, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So yes, y'all, if you are new to, well, first of all, how are you? I really do hope your week is going fantastic. Counting down to spring break, y'all. It's here, but not here. But I'm already on spring break and I'm very excited about it. So I hope you're having a fabulous week. And if not, I hope that you can figure out something that you can do to turn it around, because it's never too late to try to turn it around and salvage the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? Or at least try. Now, the BYOP collab was started by my friend Kelly over at Keep Beauty Real and myself, because we love our indie singles, but we found that we were mostly swatching them and we weren't really using them. And as I always say, they deserve to be more than swatched. Now, Kelly, we got our dates a little mixed up. So Kelly already has her video. I have not watched it yet. I just like put a comment on it, but I am gonna watch her video. And she might be doing another BYOP, like a random one today, because she posted hers early. But we also have Kendra Morgan official, we have Lock Maiden, and we have Mel by Grace. All of us do the BYOPs, and I'm gonna put all their videos in the description box so you can check out their pick-me-up palettes after you finish looking at this one. So without further ado, let's get into my pick-me-up palette. So this is an open collab, whether you're on YouTube, Instagram, or if you're not on anything, we do invite you to participate. The only rule is that it's 10 shades, and that's it. I'm excited about this palette, y'all. Look at that. If that doesn't pick you up, then what will? All right, here's the palette up close and personal. I think this is the perfect pick-me-up palette, and we're gonna get into the swatches and each of these shades. All right, and I'll tell you which shade started it all. It's not the first shade in the palette, but I'll get to this one. This is Royal Peach. This is the one that I knew was going to be in this palette from jump, and I built the palette around that one, but that's not first in the lineup. We're going to start with a new shade, y'all. This is from Terra Moons. This is the shade M51, and I didn't say it. Let me just talk about it while I'm swatching. When I think about a pick-me-up palette, it's just something, when I look at it, it's going to make me want to use it. It's something that when I see it, I'm going to want to swatch it. It's something that's going to inspire me to want to do an eye look and get my day going. That's what I think about with a pick-me-up palette. And the thing about this time of year is that I know for me with work, it's just a time of year that can be very tough. As my principal says, it can be very spicy. And I'm gonna keep talking as you see the swatch. You got the kids looking forward to spring break. We have testing coming up, report cards. We have a lot going on. Look at this beautiful shift. Oh, this is one of my newer shades. I don't even know if you can see, let me see. Because when I'm looking at it, I see a lot of kind of like fuchsia purple. And I think you're seeing a lot of green. So I'm just trying to get that shift there. But it's just a spicy time. And it's a time where there's not a whole lot of days off, you know, so we're just really working towards spring break. Luckily, this week has been really great because Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are all 2-hour early dismissals for us. And Thursday and Friday are teacher work days. So we will be doing report cards. It's not meetings. We do have meetings on Wednesday, but I mean, you can't have it all. So I'm okay with that. Let's get into the next shade. So that was M51. All right, next we have the shade Hemisphere by Devinah Cosmetics. This is one of the Aurora Flares, and I love the shift in this because you can see that it's like green, but there's a taupe right there. You can see that taupe, and that makes this shade very, very special. So let me know how your week has been going. I know this will be a premiere, but even if you're not here for that, let me know how your week is going in the comment section. I would love to know because it can be rough right now. This is just rough. And here's Hemisphere. So I don't know if you see that taupe there. I can see it, and I'm hoping that you can as well. Very unique shade. And I'd like to say that I have not purchased from Devinah in a minute. I probably didn't purchase anything from them in 2022, but I would say these Aurora Flares are still just some of the best gems in my collection. They really, really are. So I don't know, maybe I'll get some shades this year because they've come out with several collections and things. I just haven't purchased any, but I digress. This next shade is a matte from Terra Moons. It's the shade Chestnut. Terra Moon mattes can be kind of powdery, but I wanted to give this one a whirl because I really like this chestnut color. It reminds me of like that it has like some purple in it. That's what I would like to say. It's got some purple in it. It's cool toned, and you know, I am starting to enjoy those types of shades. They don't really swatch the best, but they do work nicely on the eyes. Yeah, and I think you can see the purple in this. So let me show it to you. So there's Chestnut by Terra Moons. And when it comes to mattes in the palette, I really like the browns. The one look I did with the Nomad palette, the new one, I used whatever shade it was I used for the transition. It didn't matter because I loved how I brought the shimmers up so high. It just really didn't matter what kind of matte you had on. And that's kind of going to be what I'm going for in this palette. So the mattes really like didn't matter as much because I really want to cover them up. The standouts here are these shimmers and multi-chromes. So this is Royal Peach. Let's zoom in on this. This is so pretty. This is part of the Earth Vibrant Multi-Chrome bundle from Clionadh Cosmetics. I did order that bundle at the end of 2022, and I just love this. Anything with a peachy pink to gold flip, I just adore those shades a lot. So when I said pick me up, Royal Peach kind of stood out before I even really started looking at my singles. And there's Royal Peach. Like, look how gorgeous that is. There are so many sparkles here. I see a lot of like golden and pink sparkles, peachy colored sparkles. It's just a really beautiful shade. Next, I have a shade from Devinah Cosmetics, and this one is called Confetti Kisses. And lately I've been craving is the shade Wisteria? Is Wisteria like, this isn't Wisteria, I know it's not. But I do have, I think I have, because I can't tell by the ship, I think I have a Wisteria shade. Lately, I've just been wanting to use those types of shades. So I think I do have one in this palette. I just wanted to say that because that was random because this isn't Wisteria. So this is Confetti Kisses. And Devinah shades are really unique because they really have a beautiful sparkle in their shimmers. It's so pretty. I just love it. All right, next we have this shade Peanut Butter. Now, Peanut Butter is by Sydney Grace. It is the perfect transition shade for me. It is the perfect shade where I'm starting to look that is gonna work for me. So like when I do my eye looks, I really like to have that gradient. I don't like to have a bunch of like white space. It's not white, but you know what I mean? Empty space between my brow bone and then the first shade. I just like it to have a little bit of something, and that's what this is. It's that little bit of something. Peanut Butter is the perfect shade for that little bit of something that you need before you go into your crease shade. So there's Peanut Butter. Oh, and I did make a Sydney Grace purchase today, you guys, but it wasn't what I thought. I was not getting the Unbreakable palette. I had decided against that, but I did say I was gonna get a face palette, but I did not order that today. I'm curious to try the face palettes. I know they're gonna be good, so it's not a question about that. I guess the question for me was do I need a face palette? And the answer is no. I was thinking about my Hourglass face palettes, my Adept face palettes. I have one from Charlotte Tilbury. So I was just like, I think I should just wait. But I did order 2 multi-chromes in the April bundle. So you know I'm getting the bundles for sure. And then I wanted to try the multi-chromes. I only ordered 2 because I didn't want to go overboard. I could always order more. But I got the shade Swoon and Birthday Girl. Those were the ones that when I looked at them all, they really stood out to me. So I purchased those 2. Just so you know. And my next shade is also by Sydney Grace. This is a new one. This is Sweetsop. I did purchase this when they had their restock sale. I just thought Sweetsop was a really nice green. And this one's not duochrome. It's a metallic, but it's very, very pretty. So there's Sweetsop. We have another shade from Devinah Cosmetics. This is the one I was saying was Wisteria, but it might not be. This is the shade Skyla. I think there's some Wisteria in this shade. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what Wisteria is. As you can see there, it's got kind of this blue. Isn't that Wisteria right there? The light part of it, that's Wisteria. Anyway, it's got this like beautiful Wisteria to purpley kind of flip that I really like. We're just gonna pretend that's Wisteria. I think I just like saying Wisteria. All right, this next shade is a new shade from Clionadh Cosmetics, and this was a Christmas bundle. It was 3 shades, but I got it after Christmas. They had a sale. And this shade is called Tinsel. I think a lot of people sleep on the Clionadh Circle shadows. We really do love the stained glass shadows, and they're good, but like, and they're great, not good, they're great. But I don't know if you can see just how beautiful this one is. It's foiled, it's very sparkly. I just think we get really caught up in the stained glass shades that sometimes we don't pay attention to these, and sometimes these circle shades are on sale, like they're heavily discounted. So that's Tinsel. It's a beautiful gold, and I love that it's just like, it's like a cool gold, you know, it's not a yellow gold, it's like a almost like a white gold, and I really like that with this palette. Last but not least, this is a new matte I have from Sydney Grace, and this is the shade Puppy. I chose Puppy just because it's like a taupey brown, and I'm really into taupes lately. That's like one of my favorite colors. And I was surprised. I was looking at my mattes and I was like, oh, I don't have Puppy. So when I ordered for the restock sale, I was like, yeah, I want that one. I really do. So we have Peanut Butter, which is kind of warm. We have Chestnut as a matte, which is cool. And then we have Puppy, that's cool too. But I think they're going to go together nicely with the shimmers that I chose. Or I guess we'll find out. And there's Puppy. And we have the entire palette, Pick Me Up palette. There it is with the ring light off. And when I look at this, it just makes me happy. Like, who would not want to use this palette? I want to use it. All right, so I think the best way to do this is one look on each eye. I don't think I'm gonna use all the shades, but we'll see. We'll just see where the looks take us. So I'm gonna prime my eyes and then we're gonna get started. All right, so let's get into this first look. I prime my eyes using the MAC paint primer in Soft Ochre. I've got my mirror and I've got a Glam Light Fluffy Tapered Blending Brush. We're gonna go into Peanut Butter as the transition shade. And I'll probably do that on both eyes, and we'll just change up the other matte. That's what we'll do. So I just love how this gives a bit of warmth to the transition area. And you know, when you think of a pick-me-up palette, like, you don't want it to be something where you have to be fussing around, you know what I mean? And it's gonna take a lot of work. You know, I want something that's gonna be simple and easy, and it's gonna be a mood lifter with minimal effort. That's what a pick-me-up palette is. So I tried to pick shades that I know make me feel that way and that are easy to use. So for this first look, we've got to use Royal Peach because I built everything around Royal Peach. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. I have not used this shade yet, so I'm really excited. Oh, it's like so fiery. It's beautiful. I'm just gonna put that, I was gonna say all over the lid, but I think I'm gonna just use it kind of on the first, well, it's more than on the first half, but I'm gonna use another shimmer as well. Just bring this up a little bit so we can see it above the crease. Blends in really nicely with peanut butter too. And I love these shades. I love shades like this. And I think I actually want to go into Hemisphere, which is like, oh, you know what? Hemisphere would be really pretty with the shade Puppy though. What a predicament. Skyla's nice. Okay, let's do Skyla. Skyla we're gonna put on the lid as well. Let's just see what happens when we kind of blend it into Royal Peach. Get a little fallout, so it might be nice to use a brush with this one. Like this is like beautiful springtime. Going back into Royal Peach again. I just put the Skyla shade over a little too far. I just wanted to blend. I'm gonna take Chestnut, and I'm really tapping this off. Chestnut is the Terra Moons matte, and I'm just gonna tap it in this outer corner space. Chestnut is nice because it's a brown, but it's got purple in it. So it's picking up really nicely with the Skyla shade. And I only need a little bit. I'm just bringing what I have over into the crease. And you really only need a little bit of Chestnut. It is powdery, you really don't need a lot. And that is so simple, so simple. I'm gonna take my Refer 26 brush back into peanut butter for the lower lash line. And then back into Chestnut for the outer corner. Chestnut is a really nice brown. And then for the inner corner, I want to go into this one, Tinsel by Clionadh. All right, there's the first look with the Pick Me Up palette. Let me know what you think about this one. I really like it. All right, and that's what it looks like from afar. I love it. Ooh, yes, look at that, smoky. All right, we're gonna get into look number 2. So, you know, I already have on the Puppy or peanut butter shade, and now I wanna use this shade Puppy. I'm still gonna be using the Glam Light brush with Puppy. Puppy's looking a little bit like Chestnut. We're gonna go into Hemisphere. Oh, this is nice, yes. Now I'm gonna take Hemisphere pretty much all over the lid, but then what I think I wanna do is I wanna take M51 from Terra Moons, and let's see what happens if we just brighten it up a little bit here in the middle. Oh, M51 is pretty. And I love that. That's just easy. Taking a Refer 01 brush and just blending. I'm going to take my Refer 26 brush back into Puppy for the lower lash line. I think I want to go into Sweetsop. Let's see what that looks like. I said, that's a bit, I don't know. It's kind of dark, I think, for an inner corner highlight. So I don't know if I want that. Let's do Confetti Kisses for the inner corner highlight. Yeah, because that's giving us like some brightness there. Oh no, is Sweetsop the only shade I didn't use? I think it is. Oh, we can't do that. No, we can't. I'm gonna take this Morphe Coca-Cola brush in the Sweetsop. Now I can see if there were several shades I didn't use, but we're not gonna leave Sweetsop out. Oh no, we won't. Let's just take it under here. All right. So there's look number 2. And look number 1. Let me know what you think about these, and I will be back to close out the video. All right, you guys, I'm back with the finished looks. And here they are. Let me know what your thoughts are. To finish them off, I used the Victoria Beckham liner in the shade Olive, and I'm wearing the Tarte Maneater mascara. If I had to choose, it's this eye. Oh my gosh, I Love this. I love the Royal Peach shade, and I love how it faded into Skyla with that purple, into Chestnut, that smokiness. I like this look too. I actually was looking at M51 because M51 had a bit of a purple shimmer in it that I don't know if you can see, but it's a really nice shade, and that's my first time using that shade as well. So I love both of these looks, and they definitely pick me up. I think they're special, and I think if I did either one of these looks for work, I think I would feel great about going into work. But this one, this is the number one right here. I love that. It's giving me a bit of a sunset vibe, and I like that. Like the smokiness here looks really, really good. So I like both looks. Let me know what you think, which one is your favorite. Please make sure that you check out the other collaborators in this BYOP. Again, their videos are all gonna be in the description box, so you can check them out. I love to see what they come up with each month because we have such a different take, you know, on makeup, you know, and that's what makes it art, and that's what makes it really fun. So that's going to be it for this BYOP. And next month, we're going to each be picking out a flower, and we're going to base our palette around that flower. So the palettes are going to be really, really unique, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to pick my flower. I'm not really sure which one I want to do, but I can't wait to base a look around that and see what they come up with for that as well. So that is it. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another BYOP video. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you're being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.